Okay. So we're going to go over some irregular preterite verbs. The ones we went over yesterday are are, gar, and are. If you remember, these are only irregular with yo. So, for example, they become okay, gay, and say. So some examples of this would be like sacar, entregar, or empezar. These verbs, when they're normal, when they're with anything other than yo, they just do like you're supposed to. Care for AR, as you know ending. But when it's with yo, they're going to end up becoming que, entregué, or empecé. Now, to go on, again, show you the normal, like if it was you, it was tú, sacaste, entregaste, or empezaste. So normal once you get outside of yo. But with yo, these are going to be abnormal. Okay? So car, gar, are going to become que, ye, se. Okay? When they're with yo. When they're outside of yo, normal. Now to the really funky ones. Okay? Two of them that are, funky as always are ser and ir. And if you remember these from the present they were kind of funky, like soy, eres, es, somos, son for ser, and voy, vas, va, vamos, van for ir. Now, in the preterite, really weird, they share the same conjugations. So they're going to be fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, and fueron. So context becomes really key here using ser and ir. What I mean by that is I say fui a la tienda, I can say I went to the store, or I can say fue un abogado. Okay? He was a lawyer. So I can use it in different ways. Or so we can use the same one. Fui, I was a lawyer. So fui a la tienda, I went to the store. Fui un abogado, I was a lawyer. So again, you can use it in different ways. So you have to be aware of context. And it is super irregular. Again, look at ser, look at ir, and then look at fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fue. No real rhyme or reason, just kind of memorize it. Okay? So going on to some other ones. So here's a list of the ones that you have to know. Tener, estar, hacer, tener, poder, andar, saber, and saber. Okay? Now, let's slide this over so I can show you the new standard of it. The good news with this is that with the irregulars and the preterite, there are no accents. Bad news is you have to memorize all of this. Okay, so you have two estuve, is, us, pude, andu, sup, and. Now, your endings for all of these are going to be as follows. Okay, iste, o, imo, and iero. Okay. Regardless if they're AR, ER, IR, it's going to be the same thing for all of them. So if you want to say I had, tuve. You want to say she did, hizo. Okay. Which actually this one also is a little funkier. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. If you want to say we placed, pusimos, we'll say they could, pudieron. Okay. So for hacer, let's just go down here. Let me show you how it's a little different. Hacer, it's a little funky. It goes hizo, right? I would say hicimo, hiciste. Then it goes hizo because it has to keep that voice. So if it was HICO, it would be ico. Can't be ico. So it's going to be hizo. Then hicieron, and hicimos, and hicieron. So you just gotta be aware of that part right there, because it gets a little funky. You try to, even though it's already irregular, so it's like a funkier irregular. Okay? And then the last set that you really need to know about, these are like the J irregulars. Okay? They are decir, traducir, traer, which really doesn't make sense why it's there, but we'll talk about in a minute. Conducir, and producir. You notice most of them end in CIR, except for traer. But what's going to happen with these is that C is going to kind of get replaced with a J. So here are your new stems for them. They're going to be tradu, ta, condu, and produ. And same thing, they're going to follow the same endings that we had on the last slide. There's going to be iste, o, imo, and ero. Now, if you notice here, there's no I. That's the only real difference between the ones before and these. So for these, when you conjugate them, especially with the ellos and ustedes, it's just ERON. So like, this will be dije, dijiste, dijo, dijimos, and dijeron. Okay? So those are all the irregulars you really need to worry about. I know that's a lot, but you're able to go through them at your own pace. Watch the video if you want. Car guards are, they're with yo only. Okay, that's when they're irregular. Ser and ir are just super duper funky. They share the same conjugations. So your context is going to be key as far as knowing when you're using which one. Right? Fui a la tienda. A la tienda is to the store. So this one would be ir. I went to the store. Fui un abogado. Abogado is a lawyer. So I was a lawyer. It's going to be ser. Again, context is key. And then here we just have irregulars. What's going to happen is they're going to change their stem to these irregular stems, and then we're going to use these irregular endings. Okay. Bright side, no accents. Downside, these are all irregular, and you have to memorize them. And then down here, remember hacer is irregular even when it's irregular, and we have to have that hizo, okay, H-I-Z-O. Okay. Everything else, you just get the new stem, put the ending, you're done. And then we have our J ones, okay, decir, traducir, traer, conducir, producir. They're going to have the stems with J's, okay, and they follow these endings. And really the only difference between the endings before and these is that eron instead of ieron, there's no I, okay. So there you go. We'll be doing some practice with this, and it will be on your quiz on Friday, so make sure you study. Adios.